I never thought I'd be writing something like this, but I feel like I need to get it off my chest. What happened recently has left me completely stunned, betrayed, and questioning the people closest to me. I've been married to my wife, Neha, for 7 years. We have a seemingly happy marriage, at least on the surface. My sister Tanya has always been a close part of our lives. She's married to Raj, and for years the four of us have been inseparable. Family dinners, vacations, holidays, you name it. We trusted each other completely. Or so I thought. About 3 months ago, I started noticing odd things. Neha would get defensive when I asked about her phone. She'd disappear for hours claiming work obligations, and sometimes she'd laugh at messages on her phone but quickly hide the screen when I walked in. My gut told me something was wrong, but I didn't want to believe it. I trusted her. I wanted to trust her. Then one evening, I accidentally stumbled upon a chat on her laptop. My heart sank as I read messages exchanged between Neha and someone named R. The conversation was intimate, flirtatious, and unmistakably more than friendly. My mind went blank. I couldn't believe it. My wife was having an affair. The worst part? I recognized the details of some of their messages. R was Raj, my sister's husband. I couldn't confront them immediately. I needed proof, and more importantly, I needed to understand why Tanya, my sister, had never said a word. I decided to observe, quietly collecting evidence. Over the next few weeks, the subtle signs became clearer. Secret meetings, hushed phone calls, and occasional disappearances. It wasn't just a fling, it was a full-blown affair. Finally, I confronted Neha. She didn't deny it. She admitted everything with a mix of guilt and resignation. I was furious, hurt, and heartbroken. But what happened next shook me even more. I reached out to Tanya, my sister, expecting anger, denial, or at least shame. Instead, she seemed calm, almost relieved. "Why didn't you tell me?" I demanded, my voice trembling. Tanya sighed and told me something I never expected. "You need to understand it wasn't just about Neha and Raj," she said carefully. "Your wife?" She was manipulating him. I was covering for them to protect my marriage from falling apart completely. I was stunned. "Protect your marriage? What do you mean?" She explained that Raj had been struggling with depression and a lot of personal issues. Neha had taken advantage of his vulnerability. Tanya had discovered the affair early on and tried to intervene discreetly, hoping it could be stopped without exposing it publicly. She wanted to shield Raj from complete humiliation and herself from scandal within the family. She claimed she thought it was the best way to handle a delicate situation, covering it until a solution could be found. I couldn't believe it. My own sister had been hiding my wife's betrayal from me, not to protect me, but to protect her husband. The realization hit me like a punch to the chest. Everyone I trusted was complicit in keeping this secret. My wife, my sister, my brother-in-law, my entire support system had been undermining me. The aftermath was chaotic. I confronted Raj, but he was apologetic and defensive. Neha begged for forgiveness, claiming she had made a mistake and wanted to work on our marriage. Tanya tried to mediate, insisting she had acted out of love and concern. But the trust was shattered. The betrayal ran too deep, and no explanation or justification could erase the emotional damage. I made the hardest decision of my life: divorce. It wasn't just about the affair, it was about trust, respect, and boundaries. Neha had crossed lines that could never be repaired. And Tanya's interference, though well-intentioned, only made the betrayal feel more layered and manipulative. Months later, I'm still processing the fallout. My relationship with my sister is strained, and family gatherings are awkward at best. Raj and Neha have moved on in their own ways, but I'm left to rebuild my life and my sense of security. I've learned painful lessons about trust, loyalty, and the consequences of hidden truths. What shocks me the most is how betrayal can come from the people you trust the most. The people I loved and relied on, my wife, my sister, even my brother-in-law, were all capable of deception. And even when someone's intentions are good, covering up a betrayal can hurt just as much as the act itself. Writing this now, I feel a mixture of anger, sadness, and a strange sense of clarity. I've realized that protecting myself and setting boundaries is more important than trying to preserve appearances or placate others. Trust, once broken, may never be fully restored, and family loyalty doesn't guarantee honesty. I don't share this for pity. I share it to remind myself and maybe others that betrayal can be hidden behind the closest smiles, and that clarity sometimes comes at a painful cost.